We have a lot of stuff to do, so without wasting any time, the question is, can you walk across Lifeafter map without dying? And the answer to that question is simple. Yes, you can. But the real question is, can you walk across the map of Lifeafter without armor and shield? The rules are simple. 1. No shooting. 2. No talking or asking for help. 3. No retries. So here we are at the very end of the Mouth Swamp. We're starting our journey from here all the way up to Centrona, and without wasting any time, let's dive into it. So I started my journey from the very end of the Mouth Swamp with high hopes in my heart. And death was already lurking behind me. And I go right through the swamps, avoiding everything trying to kill me in the swamp. First things first, I have to get out the swamp alive. And I walked on and on past Mouth Town, past river area. But suddenly something tragic happened. I ran straight to a horde of zombies. And they almost got me killed, but thanks for my survival skills I escaped from death. And I was sure that this is not the last time I'm gonna meet death face to face. After walking for 15 minutes, I reached Miska Town. And after another 10-minute of walk, I reached the wolf hunting field. And I noticed the railroad. I suddenly realized it was my lucky shot, the safest way to escape from wolf hunting field. But as I moved on, I realized I did the biggest mistake. A set of snipers were lurking around to kill me, and I ran as fast as my legs allowed. Then I walked past Assyrian hills, grass fields and gaty woods. I reached Christmas Village. Everything was quiet until I ran into a civilized area. The villagers shot me down. And I tried every way to recover using my drone. I was failing, and I tried one last time by releasing my secondary drone first, and quickly released the primary drone, and somehow he managed to revive me. And I ran away as fast as possible. For the first time, I believe Netis was once on my side. I decided to go straight through Redwater Lake. And after a few minutes of swimming, I realized swimming is way too slower than running or walking. So I changed my plan and decided to run on the shores. After a couple of minutes, I reached Twinways City, and I have to admit it didn't go well as planned. I was ambushed and chased by zombies and the military. I thought my life ended there. But luck was on my side. I make a narrow escape from the streets and jumped into a sewage. And I walk past Mount Apparition, Redwood Town, Desolated Desert, and reached Barren Wilds. As I walked, the sandstorm was raging, and I could barely see the road, and I keep walking forward. And tragedy hits me again. The game kicked me out. I restart the game as quick as possible. And God was by my side. One more time the monsters in the wilderness didn't scratch me. One more time I thanked God and continued my journey. After all the dust and heat, finally saw some greenery. I reached the silent plain. And I ran straight towards the railroad. From here, it's a straight way to Levin City suburbs, and from there to the Levin City. And just like that I reached Levin City. And I ran towards the tunnel to Centrona. The tunnel was heavily infected, but I managed to avoid all the hidden dangers in the tunnel and get to Centrona. I rushed toward the magma-covered city. And after a couple of minutes running through the magma, I finally reached my destination all the way from Mouth Swamp to Centrona, passing 19 maps across without dying. It took me 1 hour 38 minutes to cross the entire map on foot. And yeah, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Can you walk across the Lifeafter map without dying? Yes, you can.